Another episode.
Back again.
We're back, baby. What do you reckon?
What episode number is it now? 45?
263.
Yeah, what?
What do you think of that?
Yeah, Jesus.
No, it's episode 45.
Yeah, happy days.
Another 5 in the bag. I think we're doing well. Yeah. Last week's episode was good. I'm very happy with how that went. Systemization.
Yeah.
Systems.
I took a lot from it. Email myself a few points whilst we're here, being like, that, we need to look at that, and that.
I will definitely listen to that episode and take some of my own thoughts. And anyone that ever argues with me about SOPs, I'll just go, that's my thoughts, fuck off.
Here's my SOP on that, thank you.
Yeah. There's a little gem at the end for you. Unsubscribe.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, you don't like it, unsubscribe.
Oh dear. So yeah, this episode, I always because we've batch filmed today, obviously, but I always like to save quite a meaty one to the end because stamina wise, you're a little bit tired or a bit like maybe not as sharp, etc. So I quite like something that's engaging or stimulating in the brain. Something that makes us both think a little bit about what we're saying, what we're doing outside of the podcast in our businesses. And it's a very important time of year. This episode, so we've done 6 today, 3 are already recorded, so we've got 9. It's basically going to it might even be the Christmas episode, so if I've fucked up and not got it right, happy Christmas, guys. I'll put an AI fucking thumbnail on with me and dressed as Father Christmas, so... it's either too early and I fucked up, or we're bang on. So happy Christmas,
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah. I think it's next week's episode,
right?
But I might have got the dates wrong because what happened. So today we've recorded a few episodes. I thought I'd done the normal number, but when I counted this morning, I've gone, why have I got X instead of Y? I was like, so we've recorded one more today than we normally do, but. Gone for shorter, snappier episodes to keep you all engaged. That's the key. Keep you on the hook. And if you are listening and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Please don't be a knobhead.
Yeah, don't be one of them.
Don't be one of them. Don't be one of those lurkers.
Yeah.
Help us out. Do us a favour. Reciprocate. There we are.
Yeah, give us a like, a follow, even, isn't it?
Do likes actually make a difference, Morgan?
Absolutely. Every interaction helps. I think comments help the most.
Right.
So I would say, we want comments.
Yeah.
We want subscribes.
Don't be a lazy subscriber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be that guy.
Yeah.
Treat this how you should treat your business. Take it seriously. Comment.
Yeah.
Give us some shit.
Engage with it.
Yeah. We want abuse. I'm up for that. I'm up for a bit of banter in the comments.
Has there been any abuse in the comments?
No one's really taking me up on that invitation.
That
I'm disappointed. I'd like some, Matt, you fat. You're an idiot. It just fires me up.
Yeah.
And if you're down in the comments checking if these comments have been added to the video, drop a comment.
Yeah,
exactly.
Just put checked.
Drop a comment that you're checking whether or not people have commented hate comments.
Abuse, yeah.
And then you'll have to leave a separate comment, which is a hateful one. So your podcast sucks. That'd be a great one. This podcast is terrible.
Yeah.
You know, one of the best pieces of content I've ever created, I say best actually, most successful, is I created a cliche climbing documentary that followed every cliche a climbing documentary could. And every single comment is just that. It's nothing actually happened. It was just a bunch of cliches, but because loads of people ranted in the comments, it got like 35,000 views.
Wow.
And it was just a little project I did when I was probably like, 17. So yeah.
I think like creating content like we are, it's one of these things where I think your intentions are really important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you can over-engineer things. I could have spent prior to episode 1 loads of time trying to work out the best format, whereas we just spoke to a camera and had a chat.
Get on and do it, I suppose, don't you?
And then now, naturally, it's got better. So I'm a big believer in those kind of like marginal gains over a prolonged period of time. But today we are wittering on about goals, how to set goals you'll actually stick to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little bit of a year in review, which maybe we'll save year in review. Maybe we'll do a bit more of a year in review again. We might do a part 2 of this episode.
Yeah.
Because there's still time.
There is still time.
Still time for us to pull some of these out the bag.
Yeah.
But I'm going to approach my goal setting differently this year. So
Okay.
I'm going to talk a little bit about how I set my goals last year, which was to write them down, versus how I'm going to do it as we head into 2026. And then I'm going to change my system a little bit because I feel like it's worked well this year, but I want to set more goals.
Right, okay.
And I think they need to be more ambitious. And I think I need to add things that take longer than a year to do.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah.
So I need to push the boat a little bit because I've done some of these easily. Some of them I haven't achieved, but so yeah. How important is goal setting for you?
Yeah, I think it's something I've only started doing the last sort of 3 years, I would say. So it's something I'm relatively new to myself.
Yeah.
And yeah, so done it for the last 3 years, and first year, obviously not really much clue. I've just started writing things down that I wanted to achieve, whereas now they're a bit more structured, I suppose. And I've got personal goals, as in with the family, and then goals personally for myself, and then goals for the business as well.
Yeah.
How about yourself? How important are goals? How long have you been doing them?
I've always set goals.
Yeah.
So going back, I think pre-business, like when I was an employee at McDonald's, when I was at university, I when I was at uni and when I was in my teens, I had goals, but I didn't write them down.
Yeah, I'm talking about pen to paper goals myself.
Yeah, so I started doing that when I was at McDonald's because it was something that was mentioned there about kind of like setting smart targets for your team, and part of that management training was talking about how actually some you can put. I think it was so when you become a McDonald's manager,
you
have there's two elements of it. There's shift management, and then there's McDonald's like the broader management stuff, like business management. And within the shift management, there's this whole thing about smart targets for your staff, how to motivate them and stuff. And at the end, it's kind of like there's a short little bit that it kind of talks about how you should probably do this to yourself as well.
Fair.
And that was, I think, the first thing that for me made the cogs go, oh, wait a minute, what am I doing to keep myself accountable?
Yeah.
Because it's accountability.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Because if you say, for example, like you or I don't know, like I want to keep losing a bit of weight. I've lost a bit of weight this year. I want to keep losing it, but I want to keep it off. That's like a mild kind of goal, if you like, but is it written down? So yes, well, in my case, it is actually.
Yeah.
But I've not written it down. It's like almost, I think James Sinclair, this one I actually signed.
Right, okay.
So I'm not going to show it because there's a couple on here that I don't want people to see, but I signed my goals for 2025 because that's what James Sinclair said he does.
Yeah, good point.
And I was like, that's quite a
Yeah.
It's quite a powerful thing.
Yeah.
What do you sign? You sign contracts.
Yeah.
I really like that idea. But to answer your question, I've been doing it a while. Have I been doing it like this? Like anything in life, it gets better over time. You improve it.
It does, doesn't it?
So I think writing them down is really important. I think looking at them regularly. So this is it's at the back of my notepad.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan, can you see this on the camera, by the way? I'm hoping that people can't. I'm just a bit conscious. I don't want.
Yeah, I can see the side of it. I can't see what it says.
So you can't read. Right, that's good.
I don't think so, no.
I just have to run the risk of someone finding out my top secret.
Yeah. Your passwords.
I definitely can't see it on your direct angle. On the wide, it's a... Yeah.
World domination is number one.
Just so we're clear on that. Yeah.
Pinky and the Brain. That is a great fucking cartoon, isn't it? Have you watched Pinky and the Brain?
Not for a long time.
It's fucking great. Have you watched it, Morgan?
I have, yeah. He's like
Top
a little...
tier.
He's just like hairless, isn't he? He's like
if I go bald, that is like who I will aspire to become more like.
I feel like that's what your profile picture should be. It should just be him.
Yeah. Ask AI to do a blend of the Brain and me.
Yeah.
Not Pinky. Pinky's Danny.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. You'll like that. Yeah. So it's for me, it's really important personally, but I think it's so important professionally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because how do you
enough.
expect your business to grow if you're not growing personally?
Mm-hmm.
That's like a big thing for me. Like, and I think the last 2 or 3 years it's been mega important. This year it's been super, super important to me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's good. So, British business facts of the week: only 9% of small business owners in the UK say they fully achieved their annual goals in 2024. Now, I think that's kind of representative of entrepreneurship in general, is that we're all quite hungry and we have quite ambitious goals.
Yeah.
But it can be negative that, because if you're setting these goals and you're not hitting you're only hitting 1 out of 10, well, maybe it should be a bit more realistic.
Yeah.
It's like when you're setting out to become more habitual in your behavior on a day-to-day basis. Well, you don't want to set habit goals that are
Yeah.
too difficult.
Yeah. Like get up and run a marathon, like first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna
with
right.
no
So if
training.
I'd said like I'm gonna run a marathon
Mm.
after 3 months of getting into running,
Yeah.
not realistic.
not
or even
realistic.
year 1, that would be unrealistic. So my goal for that particular thing was to run a half marathon,
Yeah.
which at the time of writing that I hadn't run at all.
Right. Good. Yeah.
So when I wrote that goal down, so my goals were written down on paper on the 5th of January.
Yeah.
But the thought process, so it was written in here, the thought process was happening probably early December.
Mm-hmm.
So prior to this episode coming out this year, my brain, in fact, part of today, I'm going to be starting thinking about it.
Yeah, for January. Yeah.
And I'm going to freestyle and share some of the things I'd like to achieve. Personally and professionally, just to kind of be a bit transparent on, and there'll be bigger things that I think I may touch on as well. But I think in general, they need to be specific. They need to be smart. They need to be time bound to a certain degree. Maybe I don't agree with the time bound element, because I think goals can carry over.
Yeah, depends how big the goal is and how long it would take to complete anyway. Because what we're talking 12 months, or we could talk even further out than that, couldn't we?
I think all your goals should be on your 12-month list.
Okay.
So your annual list. But I think it's expected that some will carry over.
Yeah.
But you should be looking for completion on some of them in the year. I would say when you set your goal list, there should be 50% that are carried over from the previous year, and 50% should be new goals, because 50% of them are long term.
Yeah, bigger picture stuff. Yeah.
And then when you have you written it out for 5 or 6 years in a row, when you finally hit that goal, it's like, will I hit that this year?
Yeah.
It's quite a big thing.
Yeah, true.
And also the concept of like, well, I failed to achieve it, so I want to make sure I do.
Yeah. Put
It's
it on the list for
important.
next year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I remember years ago, one of them was hit £1 million turnover.
Yeah.
One of them was not have to pick and pack.
Yeah, at Christmas, or well, in general.
Yeah. Like just in general, not be doing that as my job.
Yeah.
One of them was earn X amount personally.
Yeah.
And I'll be frank with you, like for a long time in the business, I earned based upon the hours that I was, and you've done this as well, based on the hours I was working for less than minimum wage. So in the past, goals have been like earn £30,000 a year.
Yeah.
Which now is like below average salary in the UK. I think average salary is 37,000, like average UK salary.
Average UK, yeah.
Back then, £30,000 a year was like a bit of a milestone for me. Like personally, it would have been like, that's nice. At the time, that would have been much more comfortable.
That'd be a good living.
Things change now. You've got kids and everything, so it's cost of living and what have you. But yeah, I think writing it down, sticking it in my diary, really powerful. So to get specific,
yes.
So my goals for 2025. These were my personal goals. A couple of interlinked with my business. So number 1, launch my own personal podcast, separate to the business. Ideally put out 40 episodes in 2025.
Brilliant. Yeah.
So boom, big tick.
Tick.
2, hit X £1 million turnover for 2025 across the group of businesses. That is pending, subject to completion of the year, but we're on track to do that.
Good.
So I'm quite happy with that. Hit and maintain a body weight of 90 kg. Fail.
So far. You've still got 2 months.
I don't think it's so 90 kg for me is like my dream body weight. That's where I want to be. At the start of the year, I weighed 105. I weigh 102.
Right.
But I'm much fitter.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm kind of happy with where I am with that, but it gets carried over.
Yeah, you can go again.
So that will carry over to next year because I do want to try and get down to that weight. I think that's a healthy weight for me, personally. Goal 4, run a half marathon.
I've not just done that.
Not done that. I've ran a fucking full marathon.
Yeah.
So, well, technically, I've achieved the goal of run a half marathon.
Yeah.
I have
By doing
technically,
it twice.
I have technically completed a marathon.
Yeah.
But technically, I didn't run the entire marathon.
Right, because you walked a little bit.
I walked a little bit. So for me,
It's
I've
forgivable.
achieved that goal.
Yeah.
But a new goal since writing that was to complete a marathon.
Fair.
And I'll talk about the systemization of my goals and how I'm going to do it next year differently. Another goal, which was fitness related, was to deadlift 180 kilograms for 2 reps.
Strong, yeah.
I got to about 155, 160. But what happened was my goals pivoted and I focused more on the running. So I've not done as much lifting.
Yeah.
So I'm going to carry that over. So that's going to carry over as well. And then goal 6, and these are the 6 goals that I can talk about. There's a few others that are not actually written here, which I will write down for next year, but I'm not going to talk about them now. The 6th goal is to launch my own personal website, which will be consultancy focused.
Good.
So I've done a little bit of business consultancy in the past. I've helped people out. People have paid me, but it's also been free of charge predominantly. I think I know I can add value to people.
Yeah.
So I think I am going to launch a little website, or at least like a page website, and maybe have it as an offering. But I'll carry that over again because I've not built a website. So that's my 6 main goals for 2025. What were your goals, Tom? Now, you might not want... I put you on the spot last night because I messaged you and I was like, we're going to talk about goals.
Yeah.
Do you have any in mind that you set and you've achieved? Do you have any that you want to talk about, that you're comfortable to talk? Because it's a very personal thing, that.
Yeah.
Very personal. So I'm asking you, I'm putting you on the spot.
Put me on the spot. Yeah.
Is there any that you're comfortable talking about that you achieved and or failed? And if there is any that you're not comfortable with sharing, don't share them, but just say that there are others.
Yeah. No. I've got my phone here actually, because my actual ones that are written down are at home.
Yeah.
But I know, business wise, it was for our website to add a minimum of 8 new brands to the website.
That's a very interesting goal. Okay. Yeah. I like that.
Because I was working it back, I was thinking, right, how many more brands? Because this ties into another goal that we need to get some incremental revenue on top of what we've currently got.
I like that.
To help us achieve another goal.
Yeah. Did you achieve that?
Yes. Yeah, we have. But it's not had you'll know as well with this, it's not had
always have the desired impact.
Basically, yeah, it's going to be a compounding thing next year, because we've added in this year for spring, summer.
Yeah.
Next year it'll be, actually, those are starting to perform now, and we've got a good relationship with them. The revenue's coming through.
So technically you did that one, so that won't be by default on the list for next year. What's the next one?
No. Personally, for me, was to get my class as household income above a certain level.
Yeah.
I won't say what number that is, but
did you achieve
not achieve that?
Okay.
Purely for the fact that, same goes for business partner James, we've chose to reinvest.
Yeah, leave the money in the business, baby.
Yeah. But so that means for the last 4 years,
pay freeze.
Yeah, our income's been exactly the same for the last 4 years. Which, when you put inflation in the mix over the last 4 years, where it's been 7, 8, sometimes 10% year over year.
Think about the fucking beautiful compounded growth.
Yeah.
That you've had during that period.
Yeah.
So the right decision. But carry over.
Yeah, but carry over to next year. And I think that next year should be the year where we do adjust according to inflation. You just get that household income for myself as well as business partner up a little bit as
like that.
Where it should be.
Yeah.
That was one, obviously not achieved it. The other one here is read 4 books.
Right. Okay.
Bear in mind, I don't like reading, dyslexic.
I like that. Yeah.
4 books, thinking I'll do 1 a quarter.
Yeah.
And I've managed to do 2. One was How to Get Rich by Felix Dennis.
Yeah.
Fantastic book.
It's fucking great, that book.
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, if you haven't got it, absolutely go out and buy it, because it is those steps to how he became extremely wealthy. If I look at the people around me in my network that have had businesses, exited them potentially, they've actually gone through that process, without
what
reading
you
that book, without
described.
knowing. It's just like a trait within them all.
Yeah.
So
those 4 books that you've read 50% completion there.
Yeah.
Are you going to have that reset?
Yeah,
you've got to read 4 books next
Yeah.
year, or are you just going to have 2 books to read next
No,
year?
I'm going to go get 4 books, or select 4 books. I've got a bookshelf with. Anytime someone mentions a good book to me, I'll buy it. It'll go on the shelf, and then I'll think, right, I'll get onto that one. I'll read that one.
I think for me, it would be good to set myself the goal of just reading 1 book.
Yeah.
Because my comfort zone is listening to them on Audible, and I think it would be good. I did get into the habit a little bit, probably at the start of this year. There's a really good book about the Roman Empire.
All right.
I think it's either called Emperor, or I can't remember the name of it. I read about a third to half of it. Really good, but I need to finish that. So I think the goal should be to finish that book, actually.
Yeah, get your head down, finish that.
Yeah. I think that'd be a good goal for me. But yeah, reading for me is a big challenge. So that's why you need to have these in your goals.
Yeah.
Any others?
Yeah, it was a personal thing for me and the family, was to move house to a bigger family home. Okay. To be honest.
So you wanted to do that this year?
Wanted to do it this year. Not achieved it. That ties back into the household income thing, because we've not achieved that.
Yeah.
Obviously, that goes hand in hand. I need that, which I've obviously had a pay freeze for 4 years. We need that income to be able to go and go out to market and find another.
I love the fact that you've frozen your pay, because I mean, you are paid well. I
think.
Like, I'm paid well. We earn a good living, but you want it in your personal bank account. That's what we're all in it for. So, I respect the fact that you've frozen it while you've needed to leave as much cash in the business, because you've been growing at such a rate of knots. You've needed that cash.
Absolutely.
But hopefully you can make some moves next year and be able to do that.
No, it is a pivotal year. Well, yeah, the goals will carry over to that, and then
what else?
Again.
What's the final one?
It's 2 more, actually, and again, one was to enjoy a family holiday and not actively. 'Cause normally, I'll go away, take my laptop.
Yeah.
Go away on holiday, don't take the laptop, switch off, and I did actually achieve that. Went to Turkey.
So you went with no laptop, but did you truly switch off / not be on the phone?
Well, I went for 2 weeks. I went for 2 weeks. So for the beginning of it, didn't really. But that's the beauty of going for a little bit longer. Never done that before. Never had 2 weeks off in a row. So during that second week, it was like, oh, actually, like, this is nice. This is like, everything sort of nervous system's calming down. You can enjoy, some good quality time with the kids and that. Yeah, and the wife, obviously. That was a big goal. Achieve that. And then the final one is to spend more time with parents, basically. As soppy as that sounds, I didn't even achieve that, unfortunately.
Well, it's important, family.
Exactly.
We all get tied up in the day-to-day. And I think that when we're thinking about our professional and personal, because they are mixed together, and maybe people want to do a professional list and a personal list. But we're interwoven with that.
It's hand in hand.
So I think for me, I like that one about spending more time with the family.
Yeah.
For me, it might be because of my conditions, because my house is where I live, is where the business is. It might be spend X number of weeks away from the farm.
That's a good point.
With my family. To truly switch off. And I like the idea of not taking my laptop for a break as well. That'd be quite an interesting challenge for me. I like the challenge in that.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to, I think actually going into this episode, we talked about how we were going to review what we'd done, but we've been rolling. We've been chatting for a little bit. Review what we set for this year. Think about how we're going to structure our goals for next year, and then talk about what goals were set. What we're actually going to do, just very quickly from my end, I'm going to write them down, but I'm also going to print a copy of this and stick it on the wall in my bedroom. Every day, it's a bit miserable, but next to my bed, every day I get out of bed and get up in bed, I'll see it.
Yeah.
Because my bedroom's private.
Yeah.
Can't put it on the office wall because it's a shared
it's
office. So
Yeah.
I'm going to stick that on there. I'm going to try and come up with some longer term goals and hopefully have a few that I can share. But I'm aiming for a goal list of 10 to 15.
Mm-hmm.
So next episode, which will be basically right at the end of this year,
Yeah.
we're going to rattle through whatever your number is fine.
Yeah.
List of goals that you want to achieve this year, and some of them might be longer term things.
Yeah, I like that.
That will carry over into 2027.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we'll talk a bit about the importance of it and what have you. But I think that's a really nice, insightful episode. We've been very transparent with the audience, and hopefully it's helpful for you guys to hear some of Tom's, some of mine. Mine were very fitness related, which we can decompress a little bit on and maybe rattle them off at the start of the next episode. But yeah, goal setting is so important in business and professionally. And I think if you want your business to grow, you need to personally grow. That's my opinion. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to become personally better. So yeah,
Couldn't agree more, yeah.
appreciate you listening to the episode. Or should we do ChatGPT question of the week to just round it off?
Yeah, go on. Well, if you got one.
No, we'll carry it over.
Carry it over, yeah, knock it
That's
over
that
to the
little
next
fishing rod. So you've got if you want to hear what bullshit ChatGPT's come out with, then you've got to listen to the next one.
Roll it on.
So we'll see you on episode 46 next week, which will be a continuation of goal setting, and there'll be some level of transparency on what me and Tom are aiming to achieve in 2026.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there we are. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tom.
No, thank you.
And make sure you unsubscribe. Cheerio.
See you guys.